okay moving into my house is not a man.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
What's your name and occupation?
I'm Nikki, and I'm self-employed. I'm an entrepreneur.
Nice. What about you?
I'm Danielle, and I'm also self-employed. I'm a psychotherapist. I have my own corporation.
Oh, that's good.
My name is Rishta. I am a hostess.
How much money would you guys say you make approximately per year?
I say I'm at about 80.
80-ish?
My company makes over 100,000, but me personally, like, I know, right? Yeah.
Pay yourself less?
Yeah, but I pay myself less for obvious reasons, right?
Okay.
It's less, so maybe around 12. I don't know. I've been doing it for like 6 months now, so I haven't really calculated it yet. So
Okay. When it comes to dating, how important is your partner's income?
It's pretty important.
Yeah?
I also agree that's important. I feel like I'm not 20-something, right? So I'm at a certain stage in my life. I also want to meet someone that's also, at a similar, like, not to say you have to make exactly as much as me, but that's at a similar stage and that has their stuff together,
Does a man's salary matter for you?
no,
Not at all.
as long as he's good, as long as he treats me well, I don't really care about his money. I'm earning. He will earn. It's good he earns, but it doesn't really matter for me like how much he earns.
What is your minimum salary for your partner?
I would say, as a woman, I like to feel like a woman, be treated like a woman, so I just feel like my man should be above me.
Okay.
As a leader of the home, you should be above me.
So what's like a minimum, would you say?
As long as he's making more than me.
More than you?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, what I would say is that honestly, in the past, when I do date someone that makes less, I feel like their ego's bruised,
Don't work.
their ego's hurt.
Yeah.
Don't work.
So because of that, I feel like it would be great to have someone on par, but is that a hard, fast rule for me? No, but I just know that in the past it hasn't worked out the greatest when they make like too much less.
Don't work.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would the minimum be?
Oh gosh, don't make me say numbers. Don't make me say
Like
numbers.
approximately.
Don't make me say numbers. Well, I already told you how much I make, right? So, I don't know. What did you say?
It's gotta be over 100K for you, right?
I know I go like, you know what? Because saying that I feel like is so loaded because that kind of
Listen.
goes back to that Kevin Samuels kind of shit,
Do you have like a minimum salary that he'd have to make to date you?
Yeah.
What would you say that is? Like a minimum amount that he'd have to make.
I don't really care about that. As long as as long as we both have that salary to like take care of each other, doesn't really matter for me. Like if you, yeah.
That's good. Because you're expecting that much, would you say it's harder to find a partner with those expectations or no?
No.
No?
But listen, I feel like relationships are low-key a business arrangement. So it has to make sense. We're women, men are naturally the providers. So not to say that we're looking for men that are making a ton of money, but for things to make sense and logically work, the man has to make more than a woman because that's the leader of the household. That's the one that's gonna make the end decisions. So if the male's ego isn't at a state where it's gonna be supported financially to be above mine, it just doesn't work.
Okay.
Take that back now.
So you're saying you prefer to have a man that is able to provide for you rather than going, let's say, 50-50?
It's not even about providing. It's about men being men and women being women. So if a woman's making more than a man, if a woman is doing more, like say a man's moving into my house that I bought, the ego, that dynamic, it's just not gonna work. You have to think logically. As much like love is very low on the
I
list.
would rather
It
you
has
and
to
I
make
go
sense.
half and buy a house together than you come into my house.
Right.
I don't think it's a good.
Any man that's okay moving into my house is not a man, right? So because I have a house, I need a man that has more than me to have that dynamic work out.
So what would your message be to women that would say he has to make 100 or 200 or 500K per year to date me?
I mean, if it doesn't treat you well with that money, doesn't really matter. If he earns but doesn't treat you well, girl, get out.
Okay. So let's say you met your man ideally, personality-wise, he's everything you needed,
Yeah,
but he makes half of what you make.
it's not gonna work.
No?
It's not gonna work.
My heart's hurting.
It's not gonna work. I may love him to death, but love isn't everything. Love isn't gonna keep you together. Love isn't gonna keep you from divorce and issues. You need more than that.
Love also isn't going to pay the bills. Say, God forbid, something happens to me, you can't even really hold down anything yourself if you make half of what I make, especially right now, right?
So would you rather date the guy that you click with and vibe with and love personality-wise that makes less, or the guy that is actually, let's say, a millionaire that can take care of you, provide for you, but the emotional attachment is just not the same?
I'd rather be by myself. I can take care of myself until I find that man that has both aspects that I need.
That's a great answer.
What was your worst dating experience, if you had to say one?
Worst was because of money.
Really?
Was because of money. He was earning good, and then at the end he was like, "Give me back all my money that I spent on you."
Like after you guys broke up?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
What happened after that?
I couldn't. No, so I was not working at that time, so I didn't like return all the money, but I returned as much as I could
Oh, wow. And that was back home in Nepal?
back home in Nepal.
What is your worst dating experience?
Oh shit.
Here we go.
My worst dating experience was actually trying to work with a man that had less than me, and move him into my home. That was a nightmare. As much as I tried to make it be like, okay, you know, my space is your space, this is your home too, it never works. Because a man is a man and a woman is a woman. And that dynamic, if it's off, it doesn't matter how much you love each other, it's just not gonna work.
Okay. So what is your type when it comes to dating? Like, what are you looking for in a man?
You should have a good personality. I don't fucking care about your face. I don't fucking care how you are, how you look. You should first of all respect me, take care of me, as I'll do the same for you. I'll do the same. I'll take care of you. I'll respect you. I'll respect each and everything of you. You gotta do the same for me.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What is your definition of a man?
A man?
Yeah.
Okay, before I answer that question, I got a question for this guy. I have a question for you, bro. Question for you.
Yes, brother.
When you walk by,
Yeah.
I heard you say, "Damn, she's beautiful."
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Honestly, both of them. Like, at this point, now that I'm taking a good look, it's like I don't know who to choose from. You know what I'm saying?
But if you had to.
Oh gosh.
This guy's mixed
Oh,
up.
don't put me in that situation.
Don't do that.
Honestly, I don't know.
This is your chance if you want
Both of them are
to
my
shoot your
type,
shot.
to be honest.
I think you got to kind of pick one. I
I
don't
like
think.
both of them. When it comes to my black women, it's hard to choose.
leave it at that.
And they're nice and light and you know what I'm trying to say? I can't choose.
This guy's mixed up.
Don't make him
Mixed up. He's trying to cause division.
Yeah,
Okay,
he is. Don't
my
do that.
definition of a man.
Yes, please tell me.
Like, I understand what you guys are saying. I think a man should lead. I think a man should be able to provide and work hard to provide. I also think, though, that if the guy has the drive, he might not be at that place where you want him to be yet, but if you believe in him and you support him, that would probably get him there. So I think that, yeah, I feel like even if a guy is not making, let's say, 100K,
Yeah.
if you believe that your man can and you
Okay.
put your support into him, I'm sure he would be able to get there. Would you agree that the more money you make, the harder it is now to find a man?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you have to also remember that not every man makes 100+K.
Yes.
Majority of the average household income, I think, is like 70K.
Yeah.
So the average man is probably making like 30, 40, 50-ish. You know?
For
The
sure.
more we succeed in our financial state and our businesses, the slimmer our options get.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure you guys also have some type of like height requirement and like physical requirement. So like that also reduces it, right?
Well, actually, I'm talking to someone right now. He's 6'3", so I'm good.
There you go. There's the height requirement, right?
I'm not big on height. My ideal height is actually like 5'9". 5'9", 5'10" is my preference.
Does height matter?
To me, I'm short, so I'd rather not have short men.
So
I'm short as
how
hell
tall does
already.
he have to be?
A few inches taller than me.
Okay, so just a few inches and
Few
you're good.
inches, yeah. I'm 5'3", so he better be 5'6". That's all.
What if you're taller in heels? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll survive that.
Have you ever cheated?
No, I have never cheated.
What would your chances be of taking someone back if they cheated?
I mean,
You've done it in the past, huh?
I have.
Why did you do it?
Because I was really, okay, in that situation, I was just really young and trying to keep my family together. But at this point, would I leave a man for it? No. But I would need to really be confident in the fact that he wouldn't do it again. But do I believe in just being so quick to break up relationship, break up everything that you've built over that? Not so much.
Yeah. What would you say is something your parents don't know about you?
A lot of things.
Let's give me something.
I drink. They don't know that.
Really?
Yeah. Because Nepali parents with Nepali daughters drinking is like, they're a little too, and my parents especially,
Yeah. Are they back home or are they
yeah, they're back home.
Did you start drinking when you got here?
Yeah. No, I used to drink before I came here, but now that I got here, I've been drinking a lot. So, yeah.
But you're kind of like a therapist, right?
Yeah.
If someone was to cheat, she was taken back, do you think his chances of changing is high?
His chances of changing, I think it depends on how you do it. If you just, like as she said, if you just continually take him back and he's done this multiple times, then he's just a serial cheater. You'd be stupid to continue taking him back. But if he did it once, he's really showing remorse. He's really, putting in the work to go to therapy with you and all of those things. Then I think, you have the right to go either way.
Yeah.
I would be fine with someone who said, I can't, that breaks my boundaries, and I'm not willing to, deal with that moving forward. And I'm fine with someone who says, you know what, we have such a great life together. I feel like he's sincere, like he's apologized, he's doing therapy with me. You know what, I want to keep our family together. Both are fine.